Welcome back, everybody, to the Breakout Masters Series event for the finals. This is Open Qualifier number 4. This is the last qualifier for Split 1, and this is Rio. And I'm Artie. Nice to see you. And, well, we've had some intense games, Rio, haven't we?
Yep. Yeah, really exciting and pretty much upsets as well. The teams that I had predicted coming into it and just taking control have been kind of turned on its head. I thought Frog 3 would win. I thought LRC would win. So I'm 0 for 2 right now on picking teams, at least on my bracket. But that's what you love to see. You love to see the teams kind of get in there and just show you something unexpected, and that's definitely what we got at the start.
Exactly. And now we're going to be seeing No Idea come through and playing up against Grief Party. It is going to be an intense battle, to say the least, especially given the fact that No Idea and Grief Party both have some of NA's best talent. So I'm very excited to see. And again, this is just the lower bracket. We're still not even in to the upper bracket yet. And so this is the loser semifinal. See who is going to be going up against the loser of the winners final. And this is a huge match, right? Because this is basically the last chance they'll get to prove themselves worthy here for qualifier 4 between No Idea and Grief Party. Let's go ahead and see the map picks and bans and see what we'll be playing on. It's going to be Sys Horizon to start things off. Hey, we've been seeing some good performance on Sys Horizon. I am happy if we see Sys Horizon every single game, because I've said it before, Rio, I'll say it again. Sys Horizon, one of the most beautiful maps in gaming, period.
I definitely agree. It's definitely one of the most beautiful. My only complaint is the red rooms, because when I play on my screen, it just hurts my eyes. But red rooms aside, I think that it's a great map. And just has a lot of potential in it. And the one curious thing is that it is the only map without any variations. So you always get that vanilla map again and again. And it does make sense why teams can pick it and kind of get used to it. But I have heard from the Reddit rumors that they are introducing variations next season. So this might all change, especially if Sys Horizon gets completely reworked. For this new map. Next up, we have they've picked Las Vegas, which I've mentioned before is really quite an interesting map to pick and gets banned a lot because it does have kind of big, wide open areas. So maybe we'll see more use of the teleporter, just to kind of clear those spaces and just make sure that they can get from point A to point B without just getting chipped away. And finally, the decider is on Skyway Stadium. Skyway Stadium is always a fun one to watch. Last time we saw it in the vanilla, but maybe we'll get the suspended structures or something different, a variation of Skyway Stadium.
Absolutely. And yeah, the thing about Sys Horizon just being so vibrant is that it's the only time that I've actually chosen which cash out to go based on the color of the room alone. So to be honest, with No Idea and Grief Party, these are teams that are pushing light, medium, heavy. And if we do end up seeing one of the teams pushing a double medium, it'll be very interesting to see if they're going to be continuing with that throughout the series, or if they're just going to be sticking to that for Sys Horizon.
Yeah, and just the different playstyles that you'll have on it. I'm curious if we'll see any more lights. I'm not so sure, but it'll kind of all be determined here in whenever we get started.
Yeah, and I mean, hey, there is so many people that still doubt the lights, but look at it this way. Not a single double medium heavy team has won today. These are 2 LMH teams that we've been seeing come through. 3 LMH teams that we've seen today already.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. And I think that that's the way the game is supposed to be designed. Like you can't have all these mixes, but having a good variation of people that can just do different things, can go faster, can have those different abilities, and just it's the spice of the game. It's what makes it interesting and more exciting to see. Definitely more than just like 2 pocket healers, in my opinion. There's still skill and merit there, but having a good mix definitely makes it more fun.
Exactly. It's a bunch of cool things that we can see get going. And again, starting on Sys Horizon, I'm very excited to see what these teams are going to pull through. And there is a lot of opportunity for an upset here, because no matter what happens, the teams that are going at it, they are well trained against each other. They scrim against each other all the time. These are NA. So we've got Vrake, Mr. Derp, and Acoustic, light, medium, heavy. And then we've, of course, got NetX, MXKX, and Carnifex on the LMH as well. So the first time we're seeing two light teams go head-to-head. And what's super cool about this is that we're going to be able to see these light teams go at it with slightly different approaches. Are we going to see LH1 versus MP5? I don't know. I didn't look, but we'll see it this time. Let's see.
Okay.
And here we get started. It looks like the rush to Vault 1 will
They're
probably
coming
be
on
taken
the
by LRC.
right. I'm just taking the vent here as cover.
Can you,
And we can see them grabbing all of the utility, setting up the APS. They're getting in the high ground. And a lot of explosions are already happening. Good damage from far away.
They're gonna
As
shoot
they
those
kinda
glitch
push
barrels
towards
though,
the
right?
vault.
They're not done.
Yeah, Vault 1 being started off here by LR. I believe that we have
What's up?
the wrong names here.
Yeah,
It
that's
is, yeah, it is Team No Idea.
Broken.
And so Team No Idea gets the start off here, and check this out.
on me,
Jump back over to No Idea and Grief Party. Grief Party here, taking some damage, taking some hits. No Idea starts off strong. Drake taking out MXKX and putting that trophy in a place where they can't, where Grief Party can't quite get to it.
Yeah, we see Grief Party getting the push. Their heavy goes down, and they're just kind of holding back.
Why did we drop
That's
Logan
going to be a
off the
No Idea wipe.
Yep.
Because
he actually
Yeah,
took the zip
yeah,
back.
Grief
Yeah,
Party
yeah,
looking
yeah.
super,
What the
super
fuck, bro?
strong here.
Yeah, and they definitely had a great showing
Yeah,
last
yeah,
game,
yeah.
and I think that they just got that
Yeah.
momentum going that they're able to hold on to. And I will be surprised if they don't walk away from this one as the winner.
Well, yeah, I was in the air going on derp, but he was in a bubble. I can't.
I thought you said you couldn't take it, so I don't know, maybe it was my bad. I see them gonna
And
take
they
the
are,
big
Grief
pad.
Party is
They're
really
gonna
split
hold
up right now. This is interesting because it just is not the smart play. But I think that they're going to rebunch together and able to kind of hold off.
There's door.
Yeah, they're not on the point right now, but that's because they know that No Idea is across the way, and they start this team fight off pretty strong. I think that APS was in the most dangerous position it could have been, but luckily, No Idea did not get a chance. They had no idea that they could just jump in there that quick. We're going to be checking out Grief Party here as we jump back in to No Idea. They're going to wait for Vrake to get the respawn. Let's see. So they're waiting for Vrake to coin back in. They will have time for one team push, but look at Grief Party. They're setting up with glitch barrels. They're setting up on top with, this is that staircase push. They're not breaking that staircase out just yet. Oh, here it is. Yep, they're getting ready for it. You put the pad on the side, you get the C4. When the cash out drops through, it hits the pad and goes out into no man's land. This is the meta for this. This is Sys Horizon's version of the Soul Hospital spawn.
Yeah, and we did see it last series where they just kind of sent it flying, and then once it's in the middle of nowhere, it just makes it so hard to push into without just getting destroyed.
I'm with you.
So I think that they're in a really good position right now. We see a lot of fighting starting to happen, and the Vault might have bounced.
It looks like they tried to drop it, but I don't think it went the way that they were planning for it. Doesn't matter too much anyway, because Grief Party is absolutely damaging No Idea here. No Idea is going to be losing one here. Mr. Jerp and Acoustic both on half HP. The steal not going to quite come to fruition, though, and that is going to be Grief Party locking it down for the first cash out, even though it didn't pop all the way out of no man's land like they wanted it to.
Yeah, I think Grief Party's really just got this tenacity, this ambition that they're showing time and time again. It's quite interesting to see when one team goes down, they start backing up and they get into a corner, and as soon as you see it backing down and teammates going down, you just know it's over. And I see that again and again from the pushes from Grief Party. So it's kind of that asserting their dominance, and they're quite good at it.
Okay, I'm gonna no, make a pat on their face. No respect, bro. I'm not showing them respect.
Starting this off here, it looks like No Idea is getting the vault in their favor, but they jumped off of it to try and shoot Grief Party in the back. Did not quite work out. The APS eats NetX's RPG, but I don't think it's going to matter too much given the fact that they were able to get the team split up so much. And there's the medium going down here. No Idea now, no medium. Heavy also low HP. That's Mr. Derp getting out of here. A team wipe once more for Grief Party. And now they have control
Running
over
all
the
game.
open vault too.
Below.
They can dictate whether it goes
Okay,
to
okay.
A or C.
Yeah, and that's honestly, Kelly and I felt like a sloppy fight. I think that No Idea might be a little flustered because they didn't
think
even
we
need to take that
split-
fight. I think it would have been better if they
Push it
grouped
out.
up and set up for the push
they
at
all
C.
respawn,
Just
though.
let
I
Grief
don't
Party
think
get
we
it
have
started,
time, I agree.
come in there, take it down,
Yeah, yeah.
and you'd have plenty of time.
Yeah,
Now we've got a
hurry
whole
to
team
me, by the
wipe,
way,
and they've got to
slow
get
grab,
set
we're
up.
in the air.
And because they wiped before the vault got started,
I just didn't put
they're going to
1C4,
be
we're
spawned
good.
really far away. And I just think that it's putting them in a not great position.
Give this
We're
doorway.
going to see Grief
Yeah.
Party getting set up.
You have a blue
They
barrel
throw
on your
the
left on the
APS
door,
turret.
left
They're
side
at
of
a
the door.
great height
Okay.
advantage, and they're
break it,
breaking
break
all
it.
of the zip lines.
Where are they? Where are they?
And
Where are
I
they?
think
No
that
info.
they're going to have to do some jump pads, anything to get into the point. And they're just ready and waiting.
Yeah, and check this out. Cash Out
Oh, they dropped me,
C
they dropped
get
me.
is well
Listen, I cannot
underway,
make it.
and No Idea
I'm fucking
has
up.
not gotten a good
what?
in. But look at this. They all
They're
set up
not
inside here. Glitch Barrel ready, but they are forgetting that Grief Party is not going to be anywhere near them in that building. But again, this is a good opportunity to talk about the fact that height isn't always going to be the best thing. Because look at this. Look at the opportunity that No Idea has just crafted for themselves here. Now, sure, Grief Party, they have height, they have the ability to drop on them, but they don't know where to drop. They don't know where No Idea is set up, and No Idea is trying to set up this faux safety net for Grief Party to try and dive in on the point. They're not fighting on the point, but Mr. Derp unfortunately going to be misreading the situation a little bit there. Opening RPG is going to be good, but the heals are going to be better. He's going to try to target the healer, but he gets cut off by the light. There we go. Light and medium are going to be traded on one side, light heavy on the other. Mr. Derp gets rezzed up.
res.
Last player standing for No Idea, and he's going to be able to take out NetX, a team wipe. No Idea coming in control of the cash out, and that is why height does not always matter.
Absolutely, and that was really a great fight, and bringing both teams down to just one player at the end, and then No Idea was able to kind of swoop in and get it. Mr. Derp is quite a good heavy player. You can see him play a little bit, cautiously defensively, but once he gets aggressive and with that shotgun, he just really can clear some distance, clear some space, and they basically have secured cash out C, or yeah. So it's going to be one-on-one, and the next vault will kind of decide who takes it from here.
Absolutely. It had to come down to this. I think that for these next few games, we are going to continue to see this, right? Where it will go to Cash Out 3 on every single map. I think it'll go Cash Out 3, Map 3 between these two titans of NA. But checking out what Grief Party's plans are, we can see that they're holding in up to the top of the vault here. They started the vault, they're playing off of it once again, and kind of putting No Idea's whole strategy in their own face. And No Idea, they did get a lucky team fight there with the timing, but Grief Party just looks more stable. Now, we don't see the light player right now. We don't know where Carnifex is going, but if I had to guess, it's going to be a portal play to try and, at the very least, get a portal to move that vault all the way over to A. And that would be the right move here, because No Idea, they're set up in a good position to catch them off guard if they don't do that.
They have TP.
Yeah, and we're seeing some really slow gameplay right now. Both teams are a little cautious. They're kind of hiding. They're kind of turtling a little bit because it's very kind of out in the open. And whichever team pushes in is going to leave themselves exposed. As soon as
But they
grab
go out
that
in the
point.
open here. This is going to be a terrible opportunity. I think No Idea might just RPG him if they spot Grief Party out in the middle of the open like this. And wait, look at this. So Grief Party, they're going all the way around the outside.
Yeah.
They come around from behind.
Wow.
They left the vault and just tried to go for this flank. What a play. And that's going to be some intense damage going through. MXKX dropping down, but it's going to be a full wipe for Team No Idea. Grief Party really putting the grief into their name.
Yeah, that was a smart play. I'm amazed how it kind of turned out, but definitely unexpected. They knew what they were getting set up for, and they just came around, and now they're going to get Vault into Cash Out D.
That is such an insane play because this is a very common thing that I see in my ranked games where teams will just tunnel vision on the vault and not pay attention to where the actual players are, and that's a common tactic to see in ranked. But in a tournament like this, I am so surprised that Grief Party found the opening to cross the street without getting caught out by No Idea. That being said, No Idea, they're going to be very quick on this comeback here. They're on the the top of campus, trying to find a good way in. Glitch barrel in hand, going to be sent all the way across. I don't think it hit where it needed to, though. So they're going to try to find some openings with that RPG. RPG going to hit, but it's not going to do quite as much damage as they wanted it to. Glitch not going to be doing as much either as we see the dome come through, but there's NetX going down. They lose Acoustic, and they lose the Light. No idea, just down to one heavy player. Heavy versus medium. Who's going to be able to take the win here? Mr. Derp almost goes down. Gonna have to take the time to try to find a res here. No idea is sustaining a little bit, but Grief Party, where are their team? It's gonna be MXKX as the last player standing, but the question is MXKX gonna be able to get in time when his teammates coin back?
Yeah, I think that No Idea kind of has at least this steal, and by the time that they come in and dive onto it, it's going to be pretty close. It's going to be really just one good push is all that they're going to have.
Also, I have zero game on
Big
Twitch.
steal here from No Idea. Grief Party, both team members have coined back in, so it's a full 3v3 once again. Drake staying with the team here instead of trying to find any opening angle is going to be the same thing for Carnifex on the side of Grief Party. We see a good glitch hit through, but it's not going to be capitalized on as the rotate hasn't quite found its way through yet. Grief Party drops off the side of the building to try to find their way in. A big stun, but Mr. Derp will sustain through it with the help of the healer. Question is, who's going to go down first? Grief Party trying to find an entry. They're running out of time. They take out Vrake. They need to find the opportunity to get the steal. I think it's going to happen now. They have the heals going through, but now as Acoustic and Derp try to fall in, MXKX will go down, NetX will go down. The steal occurred, but No Idea. They've got time to come back through. But the stun! That stun is huge! And
Wow.
Grief Party managed to maintain the win. All it takes is one Light player, folks.
Yep.
The stun of the century. Map 1 goes to Grief Party.
That was amazing. That really did stop their entire win. They saved themselves, and Grief Party, that's why you run Light. That's why you do it. Like, it's impressive, and he's able to just zip in there, get it, stopped it, and they probably would have had it too. Like, there was just enough time. So, you know, that's what we're here for. These are some of the best teams running the best strategies, running the best, mind games. This was really exciting to see.
Absolutely. From crossing the street without getting spotted to the last minute stun play. Like I said, this is NA finals at its absolute best.
Yeah, and both teams definitely have a right to be here, and I think that this next match will probably go the way of LRC, at least I'm thinking so, and we will definitely see the third map here. That's what I'm predicting.
You mean No Idea, or do you mean Grief Party? You
I'm
said
sorry,
LRC.
I did say LRC, yeah. I believe that we'll definitely see map 3, so...
We'll see map 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you think that this next one's going for No Idea, Mr. Derp?
Yes.
All right.
So.
I think that we need to see a chance for Vrake to get activated and to find some use. Because remember, when you're playing the Light player, you need to find those skirmish angles. You need to find a way to catch someone off guard. Either if your team is playing low, you play high. Your team is playing directly through a doorway, you try to flank around the side. Looks like they are having a little bit of trouble getting this lobby working. So it's going to take a little bit of extra time. But in the meantime, we can see how Mr. Derp is changing things up, because if you notice, there is a little bit of a focus here on trying to maintain the same situation. I think they have to... Oh, I think they do have to fully back out here. Yep, new lobby will be created here. So bear with us for just a moment.
So, what was your favorite play that you've seen so far? We've seen the tase, we've seen the drop. I think we even saw a defib kill in the last game, or that was probably the last 2 series. But what in this last match, what was your kind of highlight?
Honestly, it's that flank when you get the team locked in on the vault. You get the team to kind of wait for, because at the beginning I was talking about a portal play, right, where they have the vault, they get set up, and the Light player throws a portal, runs all the way over to a cash out, and then suddenly you're waiting to cut off the vault, but the vault just teleports into the cash out. And that's what we thought we were watching. That's what we thought the setup was going to be. But then Team Grief Party crosses the street without getting noticed by No Idea. Mr. Derp looks away at the exact wrong time, doesn't notice that 2 members had crossed out to the other side. They pad up to the roof and just deal intense damage just through the air, and that was just the medium and the heavy. Light player skirmishing around to the other side. Exactly what you're supposed to do. Find an angle to where the moment that those crosshairs are away from you, that's when you engage as a light. Remember, you only have 150 HP, so you have to find opportunities where you can put yourself at a significant advantage. That's what your team is for. Playing off of your team, waiting for the crosshair to not be on you, to just mag dump an MP5 into the back of someone's head. Peak finals.
Yeah, and you were right earlier when you said a lot of teams just get that tunnel vision when it comes to the vault. Like they don't allow for plays like that to happen, and that's just kind of what we're here to see. We're here to see the top teams with the top strategies that will probably define how a lot of players play going forward. Does look like we have the restart going in place, and we see Mr. Derp running the same setup.
Yeah, RPG, C4, dome shield, no barricades coming through. I am actually a little bit curious about that, given the fact that in the last map, they definitely had an opportunity where those barricades could have come in handy. But when you're on a map like Las Vegas, where you really need to open up as much space as possible, you need the explosion of both the C4 if you're holding for a drop, or the RPG for that instant opening damage. Just as well, they're playing medium and light, so the light player, not quite sure what he's running, but I hope there's portals in there.
I bet you there are.
Let's take height.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're going to converge on the vault right around the same time, so we're going to see a good fight right up to it. It does look like Grief Party's going to the roof, and we might. The first fight starts off here. Mr. Derp holding up the shield. MXKX kind of falls back.
We take this zip.
And they're kind of hiding in the rooms, waiting for somebody to push on.
One bubble on glitch.
Yeah, here we go. Vault 1.
I think we zip
Kind of stuck in the corner, and
Right above us.
they know that no idea is above them. They're waiting for the team to collapse in on them, but not going to be making any moves just yet. Vrake, super low HP, going to wait for the heal. No idea. You see, Mr. Derp, he doesn't want to just shoot that RPG right off the bat. Have to wait at least a little bit before you can get your opportunity to strike. But Mr. Derp gets shot in the back there. NetX is going to go down to super low HP. He ends up getting taken out by Mr. Derp here. And look at that Vrake trying to run away with the trophy. Will he be able to escape here? Mr. Derp chasing down all the way.
He lost him. Oh, wow. He was able to track him down. What a good hiding spot. And I'm not sure if you saw that either, but MXKX, it looks like he jumped and he fell straight through all the way to the bottom, and I think that got him separated from his team. And ultimately, that was kind of the room that Grief Party was able to kind of come in and, I'm sorry, that No Idea was able to kind of come in and shut them down. So they were able to get that team wipe.
Absolutely. An insane play, to say the least, but we now get started off for No Idea. Looking very solid. Grief Party will have to make their way. Looks like it's going to be cash out B that No Idea wants to push for. That interior sort of fight will definitely give them an advantage when it comes to holding out, given the fact they know that Grief Party is rotating, probably already up on the top. And this is the kitchen, which we've seen before as a very intricate spot to prevent sort of that rooftop entry, given that there's a few layers to cut through. Mr. Derp starting out strong. Glitch not going to matter too much here as, MXKX, though, comes out on top of the fight here. The heal's working out. We see Carnifex going down to low HP, NetX low HP, but they stay alive as the team wipe almost comes through, and there it is. Grief
What a
Party.
fight through that door, and like it really was just popping in and out of that one doorway, and then the chaos just expanded from there. Really great plays from MXKX and Carfinex. And now we see them getting set up, grabbing that glitch barrel. Always needed these days. They're going to a higher vantage point, which makes sense because the respawn comes in. They're able to kind of shut them down before they even get close to the vault. But it's going to be a bit of a risky play. They're going further away than I expected.
Absolutely, and I mean, just check this out. Look at the absolute passion. Like we said before, No Idea trying to jump in and just utilize every game mechanic that they can. There's the jump RPG, not going to connect where it needs to. Carnifex goes down to half HP. NetX, though, on low, but it's going to be Mr. Derp that goes out first. MXKX is traded out as well. 2 lights still remaining on either team. 2 mediums. Let's see what's going to happen as MXKX gets back up. No chance for a
30
res
seconds
on
to do
Mr.
this.
Derp. They were able to cut that trophy off perfectly. This is super hard for No Idea, and Grief Party looks solid. Mr. Derp going to be coining
Right here.
back in. Let's see where that spawn
You
is.
double
It's a
kill him?
lucky
Wow,
spawn.
they got it
He's
good.
going to
Yeah.
be able to get in very, very quickly, but the question is, do they cut through the side of the kitchen? Do they gum up to the roof?
I'm gonna
Where
break
is
this
Grief
wall,
Party
we're gonna
holding?
send it.
Going to look over to Grief Party right
Funny
now,
up here,
and they're off the
Okay,
side
it's
in
all
the
you, it's all you,
doorway. They
Funny.
have a red barrel ready to open up and get another skirmish
point,
angle
point.
going. No Idea jumps on. They get the dome. They get the mesh. They try to
No
go for the
time.
steal. No time. The stun comes through, but they get the steal.
What?
No Idea got the
good shot.
steal.
Oh
And
my
he stuns
God.
the wrong person. Artifact stun hits the wrong one.
Oh my
No,
gosh,
no,
that
no,
was
go vault.
unexpected.
Very
I really thought it was over, but they just
Steal.
dived in
How
right
did
at the
that
last
happen?
second. Yeah, wow. The
I
stun
blocked-
did go to the wrong
yeah.
player. That
I
would have
blocked
changed it up,
Rocket
just
and
like we
C4
saw
with
earlier.
control.
But yeah,
Way far off.
Oh
yeah.
my god. And No Idea puts the grief in Grief Party.
yeah, total upsets.
Plug it
It's
back off, right?
amazing how kind of
There.
back and forth this is. The teammates just go up and down, and the fights are just expanding all over. It's quite impressive to see. We see Vault 2 starting, and it looks like I can't tell who is on it.
This is going to be another kind of fight for height here, as we can see Mr. Derp getting ready to launch, and look at that big RPG opening damage, but it's going to be returned. Vrake and Mr. Derp taking insane damage. Mr. Derp pulling out first once again. MXKX getting a nice side angle there. That's a team wipe here. Grief Party, they are not letting that happen twice. They are making sure that they don't leave a single stone unturned when it comes to these team fights. Now, Vault 2, on way, cash out A maybe.
Like, I think that RPG
Yeah, I think
finished
so.
with
And that was a really a great hold by
Well,
Grief Party. They just were ready, and I don't even
Yeah,
think.
it's just-
I think the
maybe-
most
maybe,
damage that they
maybe
took
we
was
should-
I think
should
Medics
lock up
took
the sign, though,
half
like winning every fight
half
was-
damage, and the rest of them just kind of walked away unscathed. So really kind of a show of dominance. I'm curious if Grief Party is able to hold it for this entire time, or if we're going to see somebody jumping in and getting
Sips here. We have gas
the
on the
point,
roof too.
getting the vault.
Help me here. Take this one
Yeah,
on the left.
this
Make it,
is
make it.
absolutely nuts though. And okay, so playing on height here, but they haven't opened up the floor just yet. They do open up just the sideline here, which is I don't think it was there. I think that had to have been No Idea. But it's interesting that they're just waiting for this pad RPG to hit them, and there it goes. MXKX dropping down. He's gonna be the first one to go, but it's gonna be traded out once more. Both mediums are down. Mr. Derp on low HP can't get the heal. Glitch gonna cancel the shield here, and Carnifex finishes him off. Ray gets the trade, and that is gonna be a light v light 1v1 that goes the way of No Idea.
Res me,
Break
and you can coin.
is gonna be able to get the
How much time do they
seal.
have?
Gonna be able to go for the res as well. This is massive, but Grief Party still has time to come back for one more. Remember, if Grief Party can't do this, that's gonna be the end of this. We go straight to map 3, but if they can do it, we get cash out 3.
Yeah, they've really got a big road ahead of them, and just a few seconds to kind of dive in there, get it. If Grief Party can kind of run in and grab it, but I think that No Idea is in a really great position. They just set up the
Grief Party's
C4.
jumping in right now. They think they're going to be going up from the rooftop. Not sure. I don't think we can hear it, but at the same time, we know it's coming. There it is. They're going to be throwing the gas. No, they don't throw the
floor.
gas. They
Outside in the hallway,
throw
in
the
the
gas
hallway.
away. They get the APS on in time. It blows through the floor. NetX going to be taking some serious damage.
pushing
MXKX
them.
needs to start the steal now. Will Carnifex be there in time to get the skirmish? He goes for the heal on the heavy. And there we go. Starting off strong. The steal.
Can they stop him?
Not
They
gonna
stopped
work.
him.
No
Wow.
Idea. Going to be
Okay, last
bringing
map.
us to map 3.
All right, that was what I was hoping for.
Yeah. I don't know how my rocket didn't have anything.
Absolutely insane. And again, we see the very first map and we're like, wow, Grief Party, super strong. No way that No Idea could compete. And then we see No Idea come in here and just immediately turn the tables, turn the tides of battle, turn this into a quick 2-0. Like, hey, listen, Las Vegas, that's ours. GG go next. It's a map 3 game all day.
Yep, and this is kind of where we see the teams that shine on certain maps, and it seems like they just have the Las Vegas map down. Like that is probably their map. We'll probably see them pick it going forward. In my opinion, it's such a hard map to kind of master, but you're right. There was just such a change between the last map and this map. So great great gameplay all around, and I'm quite happy that we're going into map number 3. Do you remember what map number 3 is?
I do believe it's Skyway Stadium. Monaco is usually going to be banned by No Idea, and Grief Party, I believe, banned. I think, yeah. So I do think it's Skyway Stadium that we're going to be ending on. And if it is up, down, left, right, it's going to be an intense battle because the light players, oh man, that is their playground on up, down,
Yep.
left, right. But even if we get lucky, we get the Rise Tower or we get something else, some other fun version of Skyway Stadium, I think it could be enough to set things apart for this game.
Yeah, I'm all for the variations. I think that they just add kind of the
Off
fun.
my
High
rocket
rise.
to him and Mickey.
High rise,
but I think
nice.
he healed.
So for people that don't know, high rise is where the middle of the map is completely risen up, and there's a lot of kind of fighting that happens up or lower on top of the roofs, shooting up. It's quite a nice variation because it just takes all the focus
They might
to
be on Lewis for
the
this
middle.
map, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine. I think we win if they play
Alrighty, and no change up on the team comps. Still going to be lights, mediums, heavies. Still going to be the SA-1216 for Mr. Derp. I am surprised to not see the Lewis gun come out on this one, but you know it's just so strong. Oh, unfortunately, we are going to have to restart the lobby one more time, but that's okay. So again, we start off by seeing these intense team fights. They all kind of have that same pacing, right? And to break it down super simple, it's team 1 is going to be on defense, team 1 can be or team 2 going to be attacking, right? So team 1 bunkers down, they have their shield, they have their healer off at a place where they can get ready to support the heavy. They have the light player off in a place where they can either get a quick stun off, get a glitch grenade, or some other bit of utility to try and draw the enemies away, and try to get that side angle. Team 2, the attackers, jump pad RPG to open, gonna be trying to shield, trying to get a heal. Always gonna be starting off with the medium on attacking versus on healing. And that's sort of where the difference maker can be made, right? Because you have your heavy v heavy, it's gonna be shield v shield, no matter what. Who gets the RPG off first? Is that RPG damage healed through? If that RPG damage is not healed through, is the medium player getting use out of their shots, right? The medium is going to be the key when you're talking about these fights, because the medium player has to be the perfect manager between doing your heals or doing your damage. And that's the best part about Skyway, is that there are so many times where the attackers turn into defenders because of the way because of the situation regarding where they are on the map physically. It's such an intense game of chess that comes out in these 3v3 team fights that I love to see every time.
Yeah, and like you said, the kind of switch between healing and attacking as a medium, that's where the kind of details kind of come in, because if you switch off to healing, you're no longer having that DPS and hitting people, and if you're just stuck not healing, your teammates can go down real quick, and then you're stuck in a really precarious situation where you have to kind of figure it out, res them, run away. So it is just finding that nice balance between healing and attacking, and that's kind of what we see in these top tier teams, is that they're able to find that walk that tightrope of what they're supposed to do, and makes for exciting gameplay.
Absolutely. We are going to be jumping back into the game right now. I hope... Oh, unfortunately, we are not getting high rise again. It's super unfortunate, but we're now back into the standard mode of this map, which means that anything that I was thinking might have changed for either team is now completely gone, and that the only thing that we have to worry about is, now that it's a fully level playing field, who gets the jump pad RPG off first?
Yep, absolutely.
I think that we had another crash, so we're gonna cut to a break. We'll be back when the action's ready for you. Welcome back, folks. We're jumping back in, and well, on our third try for Skyway Stadium, the universe decided to give us exactly what we wanted. That means up, down, left, right on a clear night, and I love up, down, left, right. You get the moving platforms, get the suspended structures, and if we get a team that finally decides to push the moving platforms on this show, then that means that we're going to be in for a good time. Now, usually when we see up, down, left, right, it's going to be sort of biased towards that office spawn, but luckily, neither of those cash outs are on that office spawn. We are still going to be seeing Team No Idea pushing the office to try and get an angle to cut off no matter what happens, and they're trying to take this ultimate height. However, Team Grief Party, well, they're just going to get that vault started. They're going to try to get Carnifex to get a portal off to either side that they want to go to. And here we see that Team A versus Team B thing we were talking about before, where one team just sort of sets up for that defense, the other team gets ready to jump pad RPG.
Yeah, and fights like this, with both teams as evenly matched, they're getting a little chip damage, but their healer's immediately just able to fix it. So, yeah, I'm not sure why they didn't dive for it, but they're just going to let Grief Party take the vault and get started. I don't think it's the best start for No Idea, and as you can see, both teams are back healed, and Grief Party kind of has the advantage. They're still on the roof, but they are in control of Vault 1, and they're going to get it to cash out B, which is that the moving platform? I can't tell.
It's it is not the moving. Wait, it is the moving.
Okay, I'm betting it on me.
No, it's a suspended structure next to moving platform.
Oh, okay.
So that is actually good for No Idea, because if Grief Party started on the moving platform, then it would be very hard to recover from that. However, Grief Party looks like they're going to be a little bit upset here, because No Idea took up residence on the moving platform. That means that they are. Oh no, they did jump off of it. They're on the suspended structure now, the one opposite of the one where the cash out is. But at the very least, Acoustic is going to be able to throw down a jump pad, and well, they'll be able to ape into B no matter what. Grief Party knows this. Means Grief Party has to win this team fight before they get that vault in. So they're just going to set the vault down somewhere on that third suspended structure. And there we go. Jump pad RPG is going to go through. MXKX can't get the APS out until he's going to take some damage. Acoustic goes out first. Takes NetX. But we are going to see the trade go through. No mediums on either team, but Mr. Derp on low HP. Can't get it healed up. Vrake on half. Vrake 1 HP remaining, and Mr. Derp going to be able to get through. Gets one more kill on the board. Let's see how they're going to be able to recover from this. Carnifex and NetX still going to be up. We see NetX doing some damage here. Mr. Derp healing all the way up. Goes all the way down now as Carnifex finds the shot on the side. MXKX comes back, but that means it's almost time for Acoustic to be back as well. The vault still has not been put into the cash out. Drake taking the timeout here. Waiting. NetX does take out Acoustic. 20-second respawn timer going through now. Mr. Derp, though, back in 2 seconds. You see the cash out get started. Still 20 seconds remaining before No Idea is back on their feet. Rio, we're off to a crazy start.
Yeah, we are. And both teams are playing a little more passively than I was expecting. You can kind of understand why, because this is the final match, and both teams really need to play as competitively as they can. And so it's leading to kind of more slower gameplay than at least we saw in the last two matches.
Yeah, because remember, if you start that vault before you're ready for that team fight and the other team wins, that's less time that you have to come back through and get the win. So what they want to do is to buy as much time as possible. All right, we can see the jump pad is ready. See where Vrake is going to choose to take this fight from. APS going to be eating some damage here. Let's see how No Idea decides to approach this. Jump pad going to be taken. Mr. Derp looks like he didn't quite land where he needed to, but no, it was exactly where he needed to. Gonna be able to do enough damage to take out the light here, but he's caught in the middle. Does take a bit of extra damage here as MXKX goes down. So does Acoustic. It's gonna be Mr. Derp versus Carnifex here, and unfortunately, Grim, I do believe that MXKX is still gonna be up as well. That's Mr. Derp going out. Grief Party holding the line.
I think them playing slow also is really kind of biting them, and because by the time they respawn, they're gonna have one good push, maybe. And they're just going to have to dive directly on them. So if Grief Party can hold their defenses up, they pretty much have this first cash out.
Yeah, and the thing is as well is that they always have the chance to pad over to the other team and deal a little bit of extra damage before they can get onto the platform to steal. Yeah, like we said, only enough time for about one, but I don't even think they have enough time for that. They have to get that pad now, and Acoustic is at half HP. Mr. Derp is at low. And there we go. Acoustic goes down just up to Vrake, who does manage to find a way in, does manage to find an opening on a Carnifex, but there's still not enough time to get the steal. Grief Party does not look worried at all. That's going to be the first cash out going towards Grief Party. No idea. You should just take the time to reset right now. Mr. Derp, doesn't matter if you die or if you live. Just take the time to get that reset, because no matter what you do here, it's not going to help you out.
I think they are just waiting for Mr. Derp to die.
Nice.
Oh, nope, I think
Point.
somebody was able to respawn.
Yeah, somebody coined back in. They just need to get the hard reset.
I have
Yep.
to just run around like a headless chicken. It's cringe.
And we see Grief Party heading to Vault 2,
yeah,
and I think that they will probably get it uncontested. We'll see if No Idea is able to set up and kind of dive in there and stop them, or if they're just going to let them take it to the point. At this point, I would kind of maybe let Grief Party get started, set up, find a new strategy, because it does seem like No Idea might be struggling here. And this is not the time to be struggling.
What do we prefer then, boys?
And they also have to worry about the orbital lasers still working out. Given the fact that when you play in your APS, you want to sort of stay inside that bubble. The orbital lasers will force you to move around a bit. It's going to be pretty hard. The lasers, I think, still have about 30 seconds left in them, maybe a minute. I don't know when they started. But it is still going to be tough to get a proper defense with those lasers pressuring you from all corners. We see No Idea set up on cash out A. Grief Party, I think that they see this already. The pings are going out, the shots are ringing through, and we're just waiting on Carnifex to start to take that move over towards B.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And they're doing this again, where they're just kind of such long distances and just chipping away damage at each other. And ultimately, if they're able to get a kill, it'd be impactful. But just with how the teams are set up, they're healing, it just is not going to happen. I think that they're more just stalling for time at this point, and just hoping out of random chance that they're able to at least bring somebody down or down far enough where they have to set up in a different area or hide. But it does look like Grief Party will get this vault.
Let them
and
come here.
probably going to C, which maybe is the moving platform. I'm curious if they're going to take it there. I would love to see it on the moving platform, because as soon as you're on that moving platform, it's really hard to just retake it. But you do see a lot of really close and good fights happening.
Oh, absolutely. The moving platform is going to be crazy. No Idea. They are going to have to take a step back once again, try to find a way to get Vrake back up. Otherwise, just wait for the respawn to come through. But this is going to give Grief Party enough time to decide whether or not they want to hit that moving platform. I think they're just going to be committing to the team fight, though. I think Grief Party might be just ready to dive on, but no, we look over and instead they get the cash out started on A, and I think it was a pretty good bait by Grief Party to get No Idea off of A so they could start it here anyway.
Yeah, really smart plays, and we see that MXKX is actually able to do some good damage on Mr. Derp, and they kind of fall back, but they are getting the vault started and almost in a quarter of the way done. We see the fighting kind of starting to happen inside the inner halls instead of on top of the platform. We see that No Idea is trying to find their way in there.
But this is dangerous.
Really slow.
I think we play like first
Yeah, they're going slow, but this is it. They take any more time, they'll only have time for one team fight.
I'm playing like halfway down.
They're literally waiting for it to go to half before starting, and it just makes me so nervous, because if they lose this, that's everything. Mr. Derp gonna unfortunately be missing his opportunity here. The jump pads up, no RPG will go out just yet. Dome's over, hops over, can't find a good way in, and there we go. The dome is gonna go out, but it's not gonna do much damage here. And as they lose Vrake, Mr. Derp going down to low HP. Acoustic at least going to be coming through for the heal, but he's at half. Nobody's even targeting him. We are going to see NetX go down here, but it's fine. MXKX and Carnifex Joe take out Acoustic, and there's only time for maybe one push. No Idea absolutely sold that.
Yeah, I mean, they still have 10 seconds before they respawn, and they have to get a lucky spawn. If they get anywhere over 150 meters, they're just out of it. This is probably the ending that they weren't expecting. Grief Party, what a defensive action.
If you want to be annoying, I'm putting a pad here.
I'm really impressed with MXKX. He's got great aim. He can really kind of maneuver in and out of these fights. Here we see the No Idea jumping in. This is their last chance. See MXKX takes one of them down.
Super low there. Acoustic can't even get back in the fight here. Mr. Derp on half HP. Can't even get the seal. That is such an unfortunate way to end
I don't know why
map
we
3
died right
here.
there. I've never seen anyone
No
ever do
idea.
that.
Took so long on that first approach. You have to remember that timer is ticking down. Every second counts. And when you just wait to engage, you're wasting time, because in their heads, though, they want to make sure that it's just one team fight that they have to win. But at the same time, they had no information on that push. That's the important thing. It's not that they waited until the last second to start their push. It's that they waited until the last second to get any information to play off of. Because as soon as Grief Party saw the angle No Idea was pushing from, that was it. Now they have all the information as well. And No Idea has lost the information game. Huge fight there. Yeah, Rio,
really,
what was your favorite thing to see from that whole fight?
oh, I don't know if I had a favorite thing. I had more of a internal, just knots in my stomach, because it just didn't seem like the right play. Yeah, and even if they were trying to go for one fight, I don't think that's the play you take. You take the point and then you hold it and show your dominance, that you can hold it, not just wait and get a team wipe. So it was great. I think Grief Party just has a stellar lineup. MXKX, great aim, and just really. The fights that I wasn't expecting happened, and the timings, everybody was really kind of slow and just kind of taking it at their own pace. I understand why, but at the same time, I think you just got to run in there, show your dominance, hold it, and then just kind of continue to hold it and show that you can do both offensive and defensive.
Exactly. It's all about that stall potential. And that's how that last cash out started, was the fact that the final cash out had a bunch of times where the Grief Party just wanted to get into that action, and as soon as they could get one head up on No Idea, they pushed that advantage as much as they could. Oh, look back at this, that Sys Horizon match, that last minute steal. Oh.
It was a great series of matches, though. All three of them. I'm glad that we got to see all three. And this hunt down right here, Mr. Derp gets, such a great hiding spot. Unfortunately, Mr. Derp could figure it out.
Absolutely. Just the insane moments from everything. Like, both of these teams, playing heavy, medium, light against double, medium, heavy is one thing, but playing heavy, medium, light against another heavy, medium, light means that there is just so little room for error mechanically, because there's nobody to heal your healer. So if you can focus the medium, then that's going to be the free entry. So both teams are going to be trying to protect that medium as much as possible. And when you can take out that medium, that means it's stall time. And that's exactly what happened on that last cash out, was that they had enough time to stall them out, to prevent them from pushing while they get set up on cash out A. And then even when Mr. Derp had an opening to jump in, it was just too tough to find their way through.
Just really impressive by both teams. Unfortunately, it unfolded the way it did, and Grief Party was able to kind of show who they are. So somebody to definitely keep in close eye on in the next matches.
Absolutely. And hey, I'm super excited to go into the next match, because hey, we are finally